All right, NDCL, we are now in day 4 of our student life workouts. Got a good one for you today. It's about 30 minutes long. Let's go ahead and get right into it. First block is our dynamic warm-up. We're going to do our T-spine rotations today, a little bit different than we did yesterday. Today we're going to get down on our knees to do our T-spine rotations. We're going to go ahead, pull that arm across our chest, and then turn 1, bring it back, 2, for a total of 5. We'll do the opposite side. 1, 2, for a total of 5. So that's your first exercise for the dynamic warm-up. Second exercise for the dynamic warm-up, we're going to have to get down on all fours. All right, and that is going to be something I showed you yesterday, the cat camel. So what this looks like is first we'll get in that cat pose. That cat pose is down here looking like you're about to attack your prey. And then we'll go into our camel pose where we go ahead and try to pull that belly button up to the ceiling. Now down back to that cat pose where you're looking to attack. And then to the camel pose where we're pulling that belly button up to the ceiling. All right, 1 camel, 1 cat represents 1 rep. We want to do 10 reps of the cat camel pose. Okay, the next one we got is something called the fire hydrant. Again, we're in the same starting position as our last stretch, our last flexibility exercise, and we're going to bring our leg out, over, and around. Out, over, and around. And we're going to do 5 in one direction, and then I'm just going to switch the directions there for my next 5. Once I have 10 total, I'll switch legs. All right, once again, we call those the fire hydrant. I wonder why. All right, the next one, we have our dynamic runner's lunge with our overhead reach. Remember, runner's lunge, I have one knee on the ground. I have my hips thrusted forward. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and take that arm, which corresponds with the leg that's back, bring it up, overhead reach, come back to a starting position, do it again, do 5 on this side, switch up that runner's lunge, push those hips forward, switch sides, do 5 on the opposite side. Okay, the last one's a new one, kind of a fun one, called the high plank alternating ankle touch. Now, you do not have to touch your ankles. You go back as far as you can. The first thing you're going to do is get in that push-up position or high plank position. So I'm in that push-up position here. I'm going to walk my hands towards my body until I can touch my ankle. Do that again, but now I'm going to touch the other ankle. Back down to that starting position. So you'll touch each ankle 5 times. Again, we call that high plank to alternating ankle touch. All right, dynamic warm-up is 6 minutes long. Hit pause on the recorder right now and get started. All right, 6 minutes is up. Hopefully you got some blood flowing to those muscles. The heart rate is up a little bit, and you're ready to get into one long block before we start our flexibility block. This block is going to be 20 minutes long, okay? It's going to consist of 6 exercises. First 3 exercises, you're going to do 3 sets of 15. Then you will start your next 3 exercises where you do 3 sets of 15. So if you look at the workout sheet that I made for you, you're going to see this block is split into 2A and 2B. Well, we're going to do 2A first. All right, and 2A starts with a single arm, all right, low row. So the way I'm going to use 20-pound dumbbells. You can use a book, you can use a gallon of milk, you can use anything that's heavy that you can get a pretty good grip on. Okay, so I have 20-pound dumbbells here. I'm going to go ahead and pick one up. All right, I'm going to lean over. I'm going to hinge at my hips. And I'm going to do a low row exercise where I'm just bringing the weight up. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do that for a total of 15. Then I'll switch arms, do 15 on the opposite side. All right, before I move on to my next exercise. My next exercise is going to be the bicep curl. Again, you want to keep those elbows close to the body. And we're going to do a set of 15. Gallons of milk work, books work, and really anything else that has a little bit of mass to it. It's a little bit heavy. Allow you to do some bicep curls. Okay, the next one is a hip bridge. Next exercise is a hip bridge with a pullover. So this one you're going to be on your back. So I'll get down on my back. You're going to push your hips up in the air. You're going to hinge your hips up into the air. And then you're going to bring the dumbbell back, pull it over your body, or a book, or whatever you're using. So I lay back, my hips go up into the air, and I bring the dumbbell over my chest, back down behind my head, back up over my chest, really keeping my hips up in the air the entire time, so I'm working my core. Okay, so those are 3 exercises. Going to take you about 12 to 15 minutes to get through 3 sets of 15 each, and then you're going to move on to the next 3 exercises. The next 3 exercises are going to be all for your core. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is just give me 15 sit-ups. So here, come up, touch the outsides of your feet, back down, up, outsides of your feet. All right, for 15 sets. 15 reps. Next thing you're going to do is your toe reach. So feet go straight up in the air, and you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, until you have 15 toe reach done. And then finally, the last one you're going to do is the hip raise. Feet go straight up in the air, lift your hips up. All right, to go ahead and get that ab workout finished. So, 3 ab exercises, 3 sets of 15. Think about this. In block 2A, you're about to do 15, 35, 45, 90, because 45 each arm for your first exercise, 45 more for your second exercise, that's 135, and 45 more for your third exercise, that's 180 repetitions. And then you'll come down, all right, to 2B, and you'll do 45, 90, 135 ab repetitions. So it's a 20-minute block. It's a lot of work. Hit pause on that video, all right, and let's knock those 20 minutes out. All right. Woo! Pretty tough there. 20 minutes. If you're working hard, you got that heart racing. All right, and hopefully got a good sweat going and burning some of those calories off that you would have burned off just walking between block 1 and block 2 today. Okay, so we're going to stretch it out now. Our last block is our flexibility block. It's about 3 minutes long, and we're just going to do a couple different stretches here. All right, hold each stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. First stretch we're going to do is the cobra pose. I showed you this yesterday. So 3 poses I've showed you. Child pose, the cat pose, and now the cobra. The cobra pose, we're going to lay flat on the ground pretty much. All right, we're going to be on our elbows. We're going to arch our back. Okay, push our hips towards the ground and hold this cobra pose. And you can see why it's called the cobra pose. All right, you're going to hold that for 20 to 30 seconds. Once you've held that cobra pose, you're going to move to the child's pose. Child's pose, we're here. It looks kind of like the cat pose, but we're going to be leaned over completely with our head to the ground, just holding our stretch right here. Hold that for 20 seconds, and then we're going to do something called the angled child pose, where we just go ahead and we turn to the side a little bit. We'll hold it here for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then we'll switch sides and hold it there for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then our last stretch is the very simple one that we've all learned many times. We're gonna reach, touch our toes, all right, stretch out the back of our legs for about 20 to 30 seconds. And you can go through those stretches as many times as you'd like until you're feeling comfortable. All right, I hope you're doing well out there, NDCL. I hope you're taking a look at these workouts. I hope you're taking a look at that student life page. Lots of good things going on there. Tonight I'll be watching Iron Man 2 and the Captain Marvel movie challenge. Trying to keep you occupied, all right? Trying to give you things to do out there. So please go to the discussion board. Let me know what you think. Go to the discussion board. Talk to me about the Marvel movies. And let's stay connected as much as possible. Have a great day and stay safe.